sending it straight to heaven. Keep hitting that reaper, sending it straight to heaven.
Welcome to the ABP Podcast, where we come together to have candid conversations, leaving us with a better perspective. And today's topic will be the effects of sexual assault. Quick little disclaimer from Adia Zariya. We was halfway asleep when we filmed this episode, so give us some grace, but you'll still enjoy it. Thank you, and keep on watching. Any disclaimers?
Nah.
I got two. I got a personal one and a general one. My personal one is, I have dark humor. It is what it is, and it ain't what it ain't. So I might giggle a little bit, just a little bit, and then just don't get offended. And then my general one. My general one is, don't watch this episode if you feel like you're gonna be triggered, or if you're gonna go to a dark place that you can't get out of. You know what I'm saying? Watch something else. Thank you.
Watch another episode.
So before we get into the heavy topic, we're gonna do an icebreaker. Do you want to pick it, or you want me to say it?
Oh, I don't have any. I have an idea.
You have an idea?
I don't have an idea.
Oh, okay. What are your top 3 favorite movies? Even though I feel like I already asked you that today.
Yeah, it might get to know me.
Oh.
My top 3 favorite movies are the SpongeBob movie, the first one, not the second one. Shrek, the whole franchise, and Home Alone, the whole franchise.
Home Alone do have a lot of movies, but I feel like I only like the first and the second one. After that, it was getting annoying.
Yeah.
My favorite movies are The Lion King, animated version only.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Not that one with Beyonce, because she messed up my song. How you Beyonce ain't gonna mess it up? I was expecting the best, and you gave me the worst I could get. Anyways, she probably like, what can you do? I like Beyond the Lights, and Let It Shine.
It's crazy because all of mine are cartoons and yours are real people.
Not The Lion King.
Well, majority of it.
I could have named some Disney ones. I also like The Good Dinosaur and Big Hero 6.
Oh, them dramatic movies.
Exactly. Well, Disney dramatic anyway. They always got a parent dying. Somebody always dying in the Disney
Big Hero
movie.
6, his brother died. Lion King,
His brother was
Foster
murdered.
Died.
His daddy was murdered.
So I'm just
And then The Good Dinosaur, the daddy died.
mm-hmm.
Natural causes though. No murder.
What natural causes?
I mean,
Water murdered him.
it was natural though. That was within, it wasn't like a human or animal character killed them.
He drowned.
And Beyond the Lights, nobody died. They almost did.
It's a whole movie about suicide.
Okay, but did she die? She almost died.
She tried to kill herself.
So what is your perspective before we get into it?
My perspective. It's like I don't know.
My perspective
It's
is,
like- Go ahead.
my perspective is, no matter what, it's never the victim's fault. That's my perspective.
Yeah.
Topic 1 is, if you feel comfortable sharing your story. Why you look at me like that?
Because I'm trying to see if I am or if I'm not. I guess I could just tell my age, but we won't go into further details.
Oh, the age that you was?
Yeah.
How old you was?
Like 7 to 9.
7 to 9?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was later. I was 19. But I'll tell my story though. It's kind of long. Because I had to sum up 3 years in one. So I was 19. This was around my spring semester. I was in college and me and the person took a class together. So his cover up was basically like, can you help me with my assignment? I was like, yeah, cool. But I still question myself as to why I did not go to the library. Because, like, you do an assignment, so go to the library. But I didn't go to the library. I went to his dorm. So that was like his cover up. And when I had realized, what was happening, people be like, it's flight. Yeah, they'd be like, it's fight or flight. But really, it's fight, flight, or freeze. Because that's what I did. I was like, a deer in headlights, okay? So then I had kind of felt shame. So I feel like since I had started to feel shame, I had tried to erase from my memory and act like it ain't happened. Like immediately. I was like, as I left, I said, that ain't happened.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, that wasn't even real. So then time passes or whatever, and I go to pee on the toilet one day, and I was burning. And I was like, whoa. So then I had to go to the clinic, and I found out that I had an STD, but it was curable, but it was still an STD. So I was low-key kind of mad. And then I had to tell people that I was talking to and actually like having consensual sex with that I had an STD.
Mind you guys, I already know the story.
So then I had a pregnancy scare too. And so I remember like vividly, I was driving to Walmart. I didn't even break down. All this time has passed. I ain't broke down yet. I'm driving to Walmart and I go to park.
Walmart.
I said Walmart. I'm driving to Walmart and I go to park. And I didn't break down until I parked the car. And I started like beating on my steering wheel. I was saying all type of negative things about myself. I was like, you so stupid. Like, why you do this? Da 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 da. And then that's when I had finally told somebody, but I never said like it was rape. I just was like, something happened to me. And my friends kind of like use their context clues to figure out what had happened. So I told 3 friends that I was very close to in college and still pretty close to them. So then I was going to get a pregnancy test at Walmart. And I told myself, that was the first time I ever had thought about abortion. I was like, I just can't see myself waking up every day to a baby that I know was conceived from this. And then one day, what if my baby asks me a question about who their daddy is? And I gotta be like, your father is a rapist. I don't want to do that. So I was gonna get an abortion. I said, if I'm pregnant, I'm getting an abortion. And I just had my mind made up. And thankfully, I was not pregnant. I guess God was like, we ain't gonna that ain't her battle. Because, boy, that would have been something else. So at this point, only me and my close friends knew. Over time, I started becoming hypersexual. But I didn't know that that's what it was. Or that could cause that. Because you could either want to have sex a lot or you don't.
I was the other end.
I was wanting to do it. So, don't touch me. So I had realized that. Well, I didn't realize it at the time. I just thought I was having sex because I wanted to have sex. But I was having sex because I was traumatized. And then to me, it felt like in a way that every time I had consensual sex, it's kind of like I was reclaiming my power that I didn't have that night. So yeah, eventually I realized that it was I guess a side effect or a result of that happening. So fast forward to 2020, we all in a panoramic, virtual classes, stressed out, scared, ain't trying to be out here in the streets, cause who trying to get COVID? Nobody. Um, so I was on Twitter one day, and my abuser had kind of like went viral within the people that I was following on Twitter. So I'm talking about every time I scroll on the app, I just see a picture of his face, a picture of his face, a picture of his face. Yeah, that's that.
I really forgot Twitter was a thing.
Cause you don't be on there no more.
Oh, it's not even on my phone.
I barely be on there. So then, another thing that happened on Twitter in 2020 with the people I follow, I don't know about nobody else, but there was this thing where people was basically like outing they rapists and they abusers like on the app. And I had went on my Finsta. If you don't know what a Finsta is a fake Instagram where you can just post whatever you want and you can share it with a certain amount of people or whatever. So I go to my Finsta to basically talk about how I feel like outing your abuser on Twitter is not a good idea. And I felt like that because, like I said, the experience where my abuser had went viral on my Twitter and I had to see his face every time I scroll, that's like, if you ain't all the way healed yet, or you think you healed but you not, and you just keep moving on with your life, and then you see that, it kind of like, it's like unexpectedly, you wasn't expecting to see that, it could be traumatizing. So that's why what I was talking about on my Finsta. So I had recorded what I was trying to say, what I just explained to y'all, but it was longer on my Finsta. But I did it multiple times because, you know, at that time, you only had like 15 seconds and then you had to do a new one. So I was trying to get it all in a certain amount of time. And in the process of me recording, my parents was hearing everything I was saying and I didn't even know. So then my mama called me downstairs and she was like, Zari, come downstairs. But I'm not thinking that she just heard everything I just said because I haven't told my parents yet. And I never planned to. So then she called me downstairs. I'm thinking she wanted me to wash the dishes or something like that. She was like, sit down. So I start looking at her and I'm looking at my daddy and I'm like, what the fuck do these folk got going on? Because they acting weird. I was like, y'all acting weird. I sit down and my mom was like, why did you tell us that you was raped? And I was like, how did she?
And see, that's why you should stop talking to yourself. Or so loud when you do talk to yourself.
I said, how does she know? So then, I low-key started having a panic attack, but I was still functioning. So then she was like, just shooting questions at me, because at this point, you know, she a concerned mother. This is her first time hearing about it. She's like, when did this happen? Who is he? What's his name? All of that. So I told her his name, and she looked him up online, because he was on the football team, and you know, you can look up the roster real quick. And she was like, this him? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, why you told your friends but you didn't tell us? And I basically had told her because I didn't feel like I could tell them certain things. And I didn't at the time. But if she was to ask me that today, I would say it's because I feel like she wouldn't be able to forgive, or both of them wouldn't be able to forgive him. That's what I would say. But at the time, that was my truth. It was, I don't think I could tell y'all certain stuff. I also wanted to forgive him as well. Like, I still want to. I don't think I have fully, but I want to. Eventually. I just don't think I did it yet. So yeah, after that, a day or two later, my mama told me we was going somewhere. I didn't know where we was going. I get in the car. I still don't know where we going. We go get McDonald's. I still don't know where we going. So as we eat McDonald's, my mama get on the highway. And you know, around here, it ain't really weird to be on the highway because, you know, Memphis like right here. You gotta get on the highway to get to Memphis sometime. So when we get on the highway, I was like, where are we going? And she was like, we going to Jackson. I was like, for what? She was like, we finna go report it. I said, did she just con me into coming to Jackson? So then my mama had forced me to report it, and at first I was mad, but now looking back on it, I'm like, it's not really a reason to be mad because my mom was just trying to do what a caring mother would do. since I didn't tell her, and since she couldn't protect me from him, or even like basically help me get through it, because I never told her what happened. She was just trying to do what she could in the moment. So she's like, okay, we can report it, because I know you ain't reported if you ain't even told me. Stuff like that. So I'm not mad at her no more, but in the moment I was pissed off. I was like, I can't believe you sat up here and fed me and then driving me to Jackson. And then the experience with reporting it is a whole nother thing. That's really what made this a 2-3 year experience, because first of all, when you report it, that's trauma in itself, because you gotta relive the night. They ask you very detailed questions. Like, they asked me what I was wearing, when do I remember the date that it was. They asked me about, sizes of things. Like, it's so too much. Then I was mad because I feel like they was playing with my case, because I had to go through 2 different detectives, and I was always having to call and be like, where we at with the case? What's the next steps? And at one point I had gave up, and my mama would email me or text me every day and be like, or call me and be like, make sure you call them. And at that point, I just was over it. Then at one point, they just didn't talk to us for a long time. And then in 2021, that was 2021? That's when we lived together, 2021?
Yeah.
The end, and then the beginning of 22. So it was like probably August or September. I don't know, but we was in the apartment. It was probably September. We was in the apartment, and the new detective called me and basically made me start the process all over again. So I had to do the reporting all over again. Then he was like trying to basically get me to do his job, and I was like, Mom, I don't even want to report it no more. I don't go to that school no more. And I was just like, I'm done. I just want to heal. So that is it. Was that long?
A little bit. It was.
Now we're getting into random fact of the day.
Babies can be born with teeth.
I seen that on TikTok. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Like, them teeth was big too. Somebody said, no nursing. My random fact, dang, I was gonna do the whales one, but I just do one that I had. 1 out of every 6 women has been a victim of attempted or completed assault, sexual assault. And then I was like, dang. Well, I was gonna say that was 1 out of every 6 women. I got 6 people in my family, but they not all women. Topic 2. Prevention methods / what we will do moving forward.
Be more aware.
Yes, aware of your surroundings. I said I wouldn't let my child attend sleepovers. She can have a sleepover and I be the host, so I can know what's going on. But my child not going to nobody's house. Dang. Is that bad?
Yeah.
What, to not let them go nowhere? Okay, sleepover. You gotta be a certain age, and I gotta know who you're around. If I'm cool with who you're around, you could go. But I don't know. In the younger ages, Also, even she was saying, be aware. Be aware of the company that you keep, especially because some people will have these type of people in their family, and they'll either act oblivious or they be knowing what's going on and they just don't say nothing or they don't care to. And if you got kids, like if you at a family reunion or something and your little kids is over there playing house, you need to step in immediately. I'm telling you now, because people be hunching their cousins. They do it. Somebody need to stop them.
You sound like my auntie right now. They do it. You need to stop.
They do be hunching their cousins.
But that ain't my beef. So my kids ain't.
Topic 3, what we learned from our experience.
It's okay to not be okay. You just old.
What I learned is I probably will have to work at trust with men just always. And that's kind of sad, but it is what it is. And then it's not my fault, even if my mind try to tell me that it's my fault, or even if the devil try to be like, it's your fault, it ain't. And I have to learn how to fight for the younger me, because I can't be sitting here freezing. We gotta take action. Now we're gonna move into the game. We didn't do segment 2. We're gonna do segment 3, which is the alphabet game. You know what that is?
Say a word that starts with that letter.
Yeah, but you gotta like have a conversation from A to Z.
Never write it, but okay.
Like the first thing you say start with A, and then I start some with B.
Okay. And it has to make a complete sentence.
It don't have to be a complete sentence. You just have to say something. Like you could be like, all the friends at my house like pizza. And I'd be like, because.
Okay, just the first word of the sentence.
Yeah. Let me look up the alphabet though, because I need to.
Okay.
I can't do it in my head. Okay, I'm ready. Who's starting?
Apples are amazing.
Bananas are too.
Carrots could be better though.
Dunkin' Donuts is bussin' though.
Everything doesn't have to be sweet.
Finally, someone said it.
Great. Didn't understand each other.
How are you doing today though?
I'm honestly doing pretty okay. Just tired though, as y'all can probably tell.
Jabari is my brother. That was so random.
Okay. Didn't even go into the conversation.
Lemonade would be nice.
And she's still going, even though she lost.
What?
You lost. Melons in that lemonade would probably make it better though. I'm talking about we laughed and said sentences in between that.
Oh.
So, but yeah, melons in the lemonade would make it better.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, but you should try it.
Please, I don't want to.
Questions that could be answered by somebody else.
Really?
Sure.
Tomorrow I'm going home.
I still gotta figure out if I really want to or not.
Veronica called for you.
Who?
Xylophone Veronica. She played the xylophone.
You mean she called and she played it out? I don't know nobody named Veronica.
Damn right.
How you making that word start with a Z?
Damn right.
Girl.
Alright.
My letters are easy.
I had the hard letters. Any final thoughts?
Because I'm always hit you with the one word reply.
Sure.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't have any final thoughts, but what is your perspective on sexual assault after our conversation?
There are different levels and different ways to heal. Everybody's not the same.
My perspective is still the same as the beginning, but also fight for your younger self, okay? You wouldn't let nobody do little Zariya like that, so don't let them try big Zariya, you know what I'm saying?
You got it backwards. You won't let nobody do big sorry like
But
that.
I did let somebody do big sorry like that.
No. Listen to me. Listen, Linda.
Listen, Linda.
You're older now. You won't let nobody do nothing to older Zariya. So, why would you continue to let somebody do it now? You wouldn't. It's okay.
I feel like it depends.
It's okay. We get what you're saying, though. We get the truth.
I feel like both could be true.
We get the truth.
Thanks for tuning in to the ABP Podcast. We done recording for the night.
Yeah, because your girl is tired. Ready to go lay down.
Well, let's go lay down.
Sending it straight to heaven. Sending it straight to heaven.